once again to Elena For Reels. We are in Missouri 1855. It's a living museum, meaning anything that you see being done here is considered like being done in 1855. So we're going to explore the area as far as we can because this area is really huge. And we have a map here that was given to us when we paid for our admission or entrance fee, which is $8 per adult. And this is the entire map of the area. Alright, so let's head out and see how far we can go. So this is a general store back in 1855.
Yeah, also known as a mercantile.
What do you sell here?
So a mercantile would sell a little bit of everything from coffee, tea, sugar, canned fruits and vegetables, tools, fabric, pots, pans, plates, medicine, books, newspaper, cigars, you name it, they would have probably had it.
So you have, as a merchant, you have your own suppliers as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let us get in. Ooh. So this is... So the Blackwell on the signage is the name of the merchant? Of the store owner? Oh, that coffee smells good.
Actually, tea.
Is that tea?
Yes.
A dandelion tea?
No, it's a. This is a Lapsang Souchong.
Oh, what's that?
It's a smoky tea, very popular in the 1850s.
Oh.
It's actually when it's cured. So it's a black tea. When it's cured, it's actually roasted or not roasted. It's smoked over a pine fire.
Oh.
So it's got a very smoky.
That's why I thought it was coffee.
Yeah. Here, you like the smell.
What's the name again?
It's called Lapsang Souchong.
Chinese.
It is. Yes.
Okay.
It smells like I buy something from the Asian store that is like a jelly, a black jelly. That smells like that. And I make it as a summer drink.
There you go.
Smells familiar. So
yeah, so this is the store. I said a little bit of everything would have been for sale. This is a fairly small store. So we're going to be selective about what exactly it is they sell. But we're lucky because here in this part of Missouri, we're close to the Missouri River. We're also close to three rather large towns. We're close to Independence, Westport, and the city of Kansas. Now, the important thing about all three of those towns, those are starting off places for wagon trains heading west. So those towns have a lot of wholesale suppliers. So a lot of places where I can buy goods. Hat manufacturers, clothing manufacturers, places where I can, pretty much anything I want, that I need to get for the store, I can have it here in about a day or two.
do you sell flour here? Isn't flour a common?
Yeah, flour would have been one of the things that would have been sold here. And flour actually is less likely to come from one of the towns. Usually, a small town like this is going to have a mill nearby. So it's where my neighbors who are raising wheat, they'll take their wheat to be ground into flour. So I'm probably buying flour from the mill rather than from anybody in town.
Okay.
But because I know all of those merchants who work in the big towns, when my neighbors have crops that they want to sell, pigs, sheep, or corn, anything that they're growing, hemp, tobacco are big in this area too. I'm the one who's probably going to buy them.
So you engage in barter.
Not so much barter. It's because I'm not trading things. I'm giving money.
Money.
It is
Okay.
actual money. But I'm the one who's going to buy most of my neighbors' crops and then turn around and sell them back in town. So that's the idea.
If I may ask, what is this?
This is the scale. Scale is one of the most important things in a store. In
Okay.
fact, in newspaper advertisements for stores, you'll often see them say that they have the most trustworthy scale in town. And so we have, these are the weights. So starting with 1 ounce and going all the way up to 2 pounds.
Oh.
So let's say we want 4 ounces of coffee. Put the 4 ounce weight there.
Okay.
Get my bag of coffee. Oh, that's a little too much.
Oh, okay.
No, and then it spills everywhere. That's why I really should be using a scoop.
And you have a scoop
So
there too.
you just keep, you measure it out until it balances.
Until it balances.
Balancing
Wow.
actually pretty well. So that's
So
about,
this is how they do things in 1855. Now it's
Yep.
very digital.
yes.
You just have to press and look at the numbers.
So so this is how you would, and you come in as a customer and you tell me how many, how much coffee you want. And coffee at this time was 16 cents a pound. So you come in, you say you want, it's $1, it's a penny an ounce. So if you want 4 ounces, that's 4 pennies.
Is the merchant friends to every neighbor?
Generally, yeah. And like every town, there's going to be, some conflict, some problems, but you better stay on good terms with your merchant because really the only place you have to go to shop.
Yeah.
But the merchant is also, this is where a lot of people come to spend some of their free time. So sitting playing checkers by the fire, stuff like that. So the merchant's shop is also one of the best places to get gossip.
Oh, okay. So what is the most common things to talk about while sitting here in this area?
Same kind of any kind of gossip you might have today.
Like
who is-
lives of other
who's
people?
fighting with who and things like that.
Ah, okay. And you got a... That's nice. And these are spices.
Yeah, so those are some different spices.
And you also sell honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You sell liquor, beer.
So not so much. We would have sold whiskey, but that's probably it.
Okay.
Most of the time, if you want beer or we would sell whiskey. Maybe have some imported wines. But that's probably going to be it. Most of the time, if you want beer or really bulk whiskey, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to the tavern and buy it from them.
Ah, okay. And these are your price lists.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, wow. 10 cents a pound for sugar?
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things to know is that from today to then, it's about $1 is worth about $33. So if something,
Wow.
for loose tea, it's $33 a pound.
Oh.
Look at that rice, babe. It's 6 cents a pound.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my gosh. I need rice. I can't.
You should tell your
I
sister
cannot not have rice.
Tell your sister that's the real price.
And I see a ballot box here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why that's here, but
Okay.
well, the merchant is one of the more trustworthy, one of the more important people in town.
Uh-huh.
So he's probably also working as an election official.
Are they
But
also... Go ahead.
in this case, it's a box. We needed an extra box, and that was the extra box we used.
Okay.
This is actually supposed to.
Is the merchant also considered the wealthiest family guy?
Generally going to be one of
in
the wealthier people in town.
Ah, okay. In the
But it depends on how you define wealthy. There's a lot of families, since they're farmers, their money is all in land and animals, pigs, sheep. I, on the other hand, will have a lot of loose
Cash.
available cash.
Okay, as a merchant, how do you keep your money during those times?
Well, so there's a number of ways. Good afternoon. You'd probably have a money box that you keep locked up. You know, a metal box. But I can also keep it in a bank.
Is there a bank here?
Not here in this town.
Not in this town.
So I would have to go into one of the larger towns. And what's happening in this time period is the United States government is only making coins. And coins are made either out of copper, silver, or gold. So what happens is, you can imagine if you want to go shopping, you know, and you want to spend a lot of money, carrying around a pocket full of coins is going to be rather difficult. So what you do instead is you go to the bank and you give them your coins, and the bank will give you a banknote.
Banknotes.
And that is essentially, you know, so that's worth $1. So each bank makes its own banknotes. So I might have, as a merchant here, you know, I could get things like, that one's actually from Detroit, Michigan. Now, I'm not going to be able to do much with that.
Oh, I was going to ask, is that usable in another state?
Down in Missouri, not really. So there are money exchangers out in St. Louis. But you know, if I bring them a $5 bill from, you know, from Detroit, they might say, well, you know, we'll give you $3 for it.
Wow.
So if I have somebody come in to me wanting to use this bill, I have to know what this is worth, how much money I'm going to get it for. Because, you know, you might say, well, let me buy $5 worth of stuff. I'm going to say, you know what, I'll give you $3.50 for that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And that's one of the reasons why in the 1860s, the United States government will stop doing this. That's when the United States government comes in and they say, you know what, we're done letting banks make their own money. We're going to have one national bills. They're going to stop making, because right now they're making coins, but they're not making bills. And starting in the 1860s is when they're going to start making paper money.
Paper money. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow, thank you. I got a lot of information
I
about.
did not know that.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So these are bars.
Is it live?
Yes, it's live.
I recognize this.
We actually do, and we actually have it for sale there. $1 for a bar.
So, what are the uses for those? Bath or
Yeah,
laundry?
You would use it for both. You can use it
okay.
for washing, for laundry, for dishes. It's pretty much a universal soap.
So I would assume in 1855 there's not much chemicals on those soap.
Not much can be what?
Chemicals.
No. It's primarily animal fat and lye. Lye is made from the ash of hardwood, and that's pretty much it. I have not made it, but there are other people here who do.
These sheep are free roam. This town is huge. The merchant is very friendly. We're approaching the hotel of the town. Let's see how much they charge for a night and if they offer breakfast. Not sure if this is a welcoming pack. Okay, so this is a kind of like a hotel room. You got your fireplace, you got your spot for dining. There's a second floor. I wonder if they charge more if you stay in the upper room. And here's another room. you can spend or that you can stay. I am assuming that that is the bathroom.
Could be a smokehouse. It's too big for a bathroom.
Or this is probably the bathroom here, the smaller one on the left. This is probably a storage.
Or smokehouse.
A smokehouse? What is a smokehouse?
That's where you hang meat.
Oh. It's where you process. This looks like more of a guest house.
This is probably where they would come eat.
Mm-hmm. This is a bigger dining area with its own fireplace. And very nice. All furnitures are made of wood.
2 rooms upstairs. You're more than welcome to go up and look in them.
Ah, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. All right, let's head out. Okay. I am headed out upstairs and checking it out. Oh.
Pretty cool building.
Oh. There's actually 2 rooms here. I see 2 rooms and there's like a landing area here.
We used to. Right now we've got a few things stored in it, but it would be perfectly functional if we wanted to.
Pretty big room.
I have not personally stayed here, but I know that some folks have in the past. A lot of times
There's 3 beds available here. And it's only like a 1-night stay usually,
I mean,
depending on the travel.
I would assume that depending, they would not be staying long because usually folks in this area were moving west. So a few nights at a time, but as long as you had enough money to pay, I don't know why they wouldn't let you stay longer.
Mm-hmm. And then back in the day, is it known if the operator would provide food for the guests or?
Yeah, absolutely. So, this was actually converted into a tavern by one of the judges up in Jackson County in 1839. Judge Chevis, his picture's the one over the mantle in that room.
Oh, that's his picture.
But he would have paid for the facilitations for the operation. So anything needed to cook in the kitchen to serve out here. You know, dinner was served at a charge, but everything was provided for whatever staff or servants were here to take care of that.
Okay, thank you.
They're a little rounder in the toe than I would like them to be,
Mm-hmm.
and the rubber sole is a little out of there. But so far as just being a leather boot with laces, it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ones that I always find interesting is there's some men's shoes that are from the 1850s that have elastic on the sides,
Oh, really?
and you never think about
Oh, that makes
elastic
sense.
existing at that point. But I always think it's interesting when you see them and you're like, wait, are those right? It's like, well, I guess. Like, it's right next to our Smith's shop for that reason. We also call it the midwife's house because it's believed that his wife would have been a midwife as well. So it's set up kind of almost, you can tell that it would have been suitable for medical practice as well as just being a home.
And I think that side there, that building across the street is the blacksmith, where they wield weapons when you play D&D. A little garden here, and this is what they used to till the ground, right? Now we have a cemetery over here. All right, in front of me is the town's church. We are going to visit. Our tour guide is this little, very friendly little cat here. Get inside the church and check it out. So back in 1855, this is how a church would look like. In 1855, this is where the townspeople would gather every Sunday to hear the Mass. This is quite a huge church. And right in the middle of the room is the stove, where, according to the merchant earlier, you can actually cook, heat coffee, heat water for your coffee. And this also provides heat for the room or the building. We have firewood here. There you go. And our tour guide is here. Hello. Hi. Come here. Are you ready? What's the matter? What? Are you ready? Come here. Come on. So you just want to lay down there, huh? I thought you are my tour guide today. Yeah? No? Yeah? Come on. Come here. Well, thank you for giving me a tour of the church. Behind the church building, I would assume this is a toilet. And there's another one. So I guess this is a men's toilet and this is the women's toilet. And also behind the church is a cemetery, the town cemetery. There you go. You got all those tombstones, grave markers. So windy. The view of the church from the back. There you go. So this building here is a law office. Back in 1855, this is how a law office would look like. There you go. Now this is the road leading to that White House. On the left side of the road is a ranch. This is ranch. Alright, this is the house, the White House. I call it a White House. And obviously it is closed, not accessible to the public today. And this is also a sign that we cannot go through the road. We're approaching the midwife's house. Let's see what's inside. Okay, there's a fireplace and a dining area. There's a bedroom. It's not accessible. This is the colonel's house. Obviously a rich guy in this town, and his house is not open for the public, I guess for safety reasons. carpenters?
That's right. It was Carpenter's house. Is there a call?
No.
They took him out. Because that guy, somebody complained.
Yeah. This building here is the town's school. Let's see how. I remember talking to a guy here last time. I think the teacher or the principal. And we were told that around those time, back in the day, not a lot of kids go to school because they help in the farm, right? So you kids out there watching this video are very, very lucky
They don't have to work.
because you don't have to work in the farm, help your parents, and you can go to school, have fun with your classmates,